I want to address something that's going on with broadcasting rights and how that large tournament organizations are trying to single out and potentially get rid of the so-called competition because they feel like that they're competing against them. During the week we had NoobfromUA get a copyright strike from PGL. But I'm not defending what he did use Caster's audio. But where this gets really interesting is if we go on to Dotabuff, they have a whole clipping feature where there's a bot that comes along and actually rips directly from the Twitch stream and they upload it onto their website. You can even go along to each page and see every single clip, just very similar to what NoobfromUA is doing, except that it's on a website rather than YouTube. Now, to me, there was, and a lot of other people were saying that PGL are trying to grow their YouTube channel and that NoobfromUA is directly like falling into this competition area. However, the thing is that Dotabuff is actually doing this on a much larger scale than what NoobfromUA is. If you go just to DAC, over the past 2 months, including the qualifiers, there's over 720 clips, and each one is getting around 50 to 100,000 views. It's a lot of views, and I estimated that there's around 35 to 40 million views just off this one tournament. Now, to make things even worse, you could say that, hey, but NoobfromUA is putting ads beside it. So is Dotabuff. When you go and you search through all the sections, there's ads. You also have the thing that Dotabuff allow embedding, so any website can come along and embed that video into another place. Now you may say, oh look, these are just Twitch clips. They're not. If you go into the source code, you inspect the element, remove the overlay which is there so you can't see the source of the video, so you won't download it. You can see that it's directly hosted on their servers, not on Twitch. The only difference to this is that Dotabuff is linking to their Twitch channel, but a lot of people won't even scroll down to the bottom of the page to see this link. The other thing is that they have a copyright page that they're talking about fair usage, and that they're talking directly about their clips, saying that they're covered under fair use. However, the thing is that if we look at copyright directly, fair use is only backed up in court. It is only a method of defense, and it doesn't just apply to anything. So for making videos of video games, it becomes this kind of grey area which a lot of people don't understand when it comes to copyright law. Well, the thing is that there's a thing called an end user license agreement, and this heavily favors the owner of the intellectual property of the video game. It allows them to do anything that they want. They can prevent any individual or entity, like a group, to stop making videos on their game, essentially. And the idea of this is so that they can prevent anyone who's trying to diminish or damage their brand. So in this case, Valve can say whatever they want and do whatever they want. In this case, they made a blog post a couple of months ago after the whole ESL incident, stating that everyone should only be allowed record from Dota TV directly. Dotabuff in this case is actually using Caster's audio, they're using overlays and even player cameras. There's a lot that they're even like breaking the rules, and they're uploading just like as quick, if not quicker, than NoobfromUA is doing because they're using a bot. Now, this end user license agreement is not something that's brand new. Back in 2003, there was a case with Red vs Blue, the Machinima series, where Bungie allowed them to continue it even though it could potentially damage their brand, because they felt that it could be good advertising for them. In recent times, we've even seen very popular videos get taken down. For example, we had in September of 2017 where PewDiePie's Firewatch playthrough got taken down solely because of spite of the developer that they didn't like him. Now, even after this, we have Video Game Donkey. He made a review on Mario Odyssey, an overly positive review, and the thing is, it got taken down because Nintendo have a curators program which essentially allows them to filter out anyone that they want. Now, his video got brought back up, but because he went into the curators program. But this just shows you that the power is given directly to the owner of the game's intellectual property. However, in this case, it's up to PGL to directly take down what Dotabuff is doing. And the thing is that if you look at the DMs of which NoobfromUA sent to PGL, it was pretty obvious they didn't want to work with NoobfromUA, but they allow what Dotabuff are doing and allowing even potential other websites to embed and put ads beside their videos. Now, this isn't the first time that something like this has happened, and we've even had a company called ESL which have come along and gone above the law and decided, hey, we're going to DMCA claim these live streamers on Twitch such as Banana Slamajama and Admiral Bulldog. And they even went to the extent in their AMA to lie about it, This is a quote directly from the AMA. "We do have legal agreements with Valve for those tournaments, and we had streams taken down which violated a policy laid out and publicly communicated." Now, this wasn't the only time the ESL lied, and in matter of fact, they put up an AMA and it got downvoted into oblivion. No one saw it. They decided to delete it, and then they posted another AMA later, and they claimed that their previous one that got removed by the moderators. Guess what? It wasn't removed. They deleted it. Now, even though this whole thing was bad PR for ESL, the worst thing of all of this was that they created a lot of stress for the people who are actual live streamers trying to live off of the platform. However, we didn't get an apology until 4 days after this bad PR stunt. Now, the thing is, it kind of goes to show that they don't really care about these individual creators, and they just want to remove competition if they can, because they had the power that like false DMCA claims. However, the thing is that if we look at Dotabuff's example, I messaged them directly. I sent a message on Discord to one of their staff, and I also sent them an email to their support asking them about the permissions they have for copyright and see if they have any affiliates directly with PGL for this tournament. And I got no reply, and it made me feel like that they don't really care. It's 2 days later after I sent those messages and still no reply. I really wanted to raise awareness of this whole problem because we won't get any more miraculous events such as Leaf Eater streaming ESL's tournament from Dota TV without caster's audio on Chatterbait, which is directly within the rules of the end user license agreement.